Alright everybody, welcome back to No Review Playthrough with Ryan. Today's show and tell, we're going to take a look at the Dragon Shield Cube Shell. Now I did a quick little introduction of this in my BCW short, showing how that would fit in there, but I wanted to give you a little preview or some examples of how these could be useful in your own collection at home and some of the ways that you could use those for a variety of different games. Now, in my next little clip, I'm going to go through I went through a bunch of my games and figured out which ones I could really use this for. Now, primarily, I'm going to be using this for the Magic Gathering Jumpstart, because this will hold perfectly about 20 sleeved cards, and that's perfect for the Jumpstart theme packs, and then just be able to open these up, take two of them and shuffle them up together. But I started thinking of some other uses that I might use these around the house. Now, some of them I have actually better storage solutions for than these. However, if you are just looking for some different ways to store things and maybe you don't have any storage solutions yet for some of these games that I'm going to show you, hopefully this will help you out. So let's get to the next clip and see what we've got. All right, so here we are down the table. I've already pre-packaged up to 8 different games that I feel that this could be useful for these Dragon Shield cubes. Now, again, mostly at this point, I probably would not use these myself in this manner because I think I've already kind of have really good established storage solutions. But if you have some of these games, or this might give you an idea of some games that you might use it for, or give you some clues of how these are useful. I'm not going to go into all the details about how many of these will hold, and unsleeved versus sleeved and so forth. I'm just going to go straight into showing you what I'm using it for. So the main reason I got these was for the Magic the Gathering Jumpstart packs. So that you can see this is the Under the Sea theme pack, and I've sleeved that up and there are exactly 20 cards in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So you can see there's 20 sleeved. These are old, what are these? Ultra Pro sleeves. So Dragon Shield, some of these I have tried with some Dragon Shields. They do still work fine for that, but that's perfectly. Now, some people have complained in some reviews that I've seen that they're a little sticky to get in, but I've just found if you just wiggle them a little bit from side to side, or just kind of do that, they'll go in just fine. So again, I'm not here to go through necessarily all the ins and outs about this. I'm just here to show you how I'm going to use this. And eventually I'll label this. In this case, this is the Under the Sea. So eventually I will probably write Under the Sea across the top of that so I can find that theme deck pretty quickly. I'm a little nervous about writing on that because I want it to be nice and neat. But so that's perfect size for those Jumpstart kits. And I have 24 of those, so they work very nicely for that. So that to me is the best solution, and I know these are probably designed for Magic the Gathering cubes to make up your draftable packs. But again, I like to find multi-use for different products that we have for card games. So I can't remember which ones we have next, but let's see what we have here. Okay, so this is Hero Realms. So Hero Realms, I have character packs for a bunch of the different heroes. They're already sleeved up already. So I have this hero kit for the wizard. So there's all of his starting cards. And this makes it nice. I can just pull this out. I could put wizard across the top of there. And that fits nicely for Hero Realms. So what I found is almost any game that you have kind of an individual deck or an individual set of cards that you want to keep separate from the rest and be able to find quickly, this is a great solution. All right, so let's move on down the line. All right, so this one is Clank. Clank also has starting character decks. This one just has 10 cards. So you could fit technically 2 characters in here, and that's still a pretty good solution with that, even though it's 2 characters in that. You can see there's still plenty of room for that. I actually am not using it. I would not use these for myself for Clank, because I have another little storage box that I have that has actually all of the cubes and everything for this particular character, the green character. So I have a little bit different. It holds two of the green characters because of the expansions. I have two different characters that have green. This is just one of them. I tried fitting the little Clank cubes in here. They would not quite slide into on top of there. However, this could work for Clank. Again, you have individual characters. So something I wouldn't necessarily use. I have a little bit different solution, but it is possible. What do we have here? Okay, this is Marvel. And if you've seen my show and tells for Marvel, I have a really great storage solution for Marvel characters. Here's the Doctor Strange. There's 12 cards all total for each character. For a while, I was thinking about using this, and then just this would allow you to have all of the characters. Obviously, you could then label them and then throw them in something like a box like this, and just be able to store all of your Marvel characters. Again, I kind of found a little bit better solution. But again, if you don't have something already and you just kind of have a big box, you could put this in for Marvel characters. All right, next, what do we have? Okay, this is Arkham Horror, the card game, the LCG. So this is an entire scenario kit. Obviously, it would not fit your character deck because that's going to be too big. Sleeved or unsleeved, it's going to be too big for that for your character. However, you could put each of the agendas, and mine have cheap sleeve kings on them because they're not really shuffled a lot, but I just use these as kind of a cheap way to sleeve these without them getting damaged. It's very cost effective for sleeve kings if you're not shuffling a lot, which these are really not shuffled a lot, if you may know. The encounter cards do get shuffled quite a bit, so this has everything I need for, in this case, Ice and Death, one of the scenarios from LCG. Now, some of the scenarios are a little bit bigger stack of cards than others, but most of them are about that size of cards. I tried to find one that was fairly average for size like that, and if they're unsleeved completely, you could probably fit almost any scenario, at least in two different boxes. So that's Arkham Horror LCG, or Arkham Horror the card game. Next, I think this is a Keyforge deck. Okay, this is obviously not sleeved. With Keyforge, I only sleeve up the game as I play it. I will take these out of my storage box and just sleeve these up as I need to. I'm kind of finding that the more games I get, I love sleeving. I think it's important for especially card games you shuffle a lot. However, I found that certain card games where you're not using the cards all the time or every card, it is a little expensive. I just have a deck of sleeves or a pack of sleeves or a stack of sleeves that when we're ready to play Keyforge, we just sleeve up, because we have about 15 Keyforge decks, so we'll sleeve up. So this one is a great way. It's a perfect storage there. And again, you can see unsleeved cards do slide in a little bit easier. They don't catch on the sides nearly as well. And again, I'm not here to review all the ins and outs of this. I like to show how I'm using that. But that's a perfect fit for a Keyforge deck, and you could then put, of course, the name of the Keyforge deck across the top of there. All right, next. Okay, this is Smashup. Again, this is a perfect example. Smashup, you have all your different factions. There's exactly 20 cards in each faction. This is the Avengers from the Marvel Smashup version. So these are sleeved up. Again, these are in the cheap Ultra Pros. But they fit perfectly. Each faction would fit perfectly in here. Now, again, I have the the big geeky box. These with the big geeky box, obviously that's a perfect storage solution. I've got all the dividers from them already. And you'll see in a minute, these do not fit in the big geeky box. So again, I probably would not use these for, again, Smashup. But if you don't have anything for Smashup yet, this could work out very well. And last but not least, what do we have? All right, this is Marvel Legendary. Again, another game where you have specific decks for specific characters. Here's Blade. So Marvel Legendary. There's a ton of characters in here, of course. I have quite a few of the expansions for Marvel Legendary. Again, you could probably fit 2 in here. I think there's 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 14 in here. I don't know if you could quite fit 2 characters in there. Probably not. So it's a little bit extra room. And again, I already have the broken token insert for Marvel Legendary, as you'll see a little bit later. So again, some of these are things that I already have solutions for that I think do work a little bit better. Because again, a lot of these will not fit in specific boxes and so forth. But what I did do is I took a bunch of clips of some boxes of these games to show you which ones that you could then take your characters and then will they fit in the box already. So for example, Smashup, you'll see, kind of spoil it already for Smashup, these will not fit in the big geeky box. But some of the other boxes and stuff that I have will, and so if you have some of these, they may or may not work. Or if you just have loose cards and boxes and you want to kind of tidy them up. So again, I'm not here to really show you all the ins and outs of these. I just wanted to show you some ways that you could use these. I like to, again, find different ways and multiple uses for the same product to help keep everything organized, stored, and keep protection of everything. So for me, again, the primary use for me will be Magic the Gathering Jumpstart. Perfect for that. Fits right in this Magic the Gathering box that I have, and you'll see these all fit very nicely in there perfectly. And between the two boxes that I have, it fits all of the 24 Jumpstart decks. But again, I just went through some of my stuff, and pretty much I think anything that has, again, some individual characters, this is a great way just to put those individual characters in, put a label across the box, and you can find that easily and go from there. So let's roll some of the clips here of some other video clips that I took showing you some of the boxes that they may or may not fit in. So you have an idea if you get these and have some of these boxes already. I would hate for you to buy a whole bunch of these, especially for like Marvel Legendary. If you had a whole bunch of Marvel Legendary and you bought a whole bunch of these and realized they don't fit in the insert that you already have. So here's some clips of some of the boxes of these games and which ones will fit in them and which ones will not. Hopefully this has helped you out, figure out a little bit if this is good for you. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.